Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We have a few more awesome Olights, and this time they asked me if there was one that I wanted from them, not just something they were sending out for the sale. And yeah, there's a sale this week too. How about that? You're going to want to jump online, check that out. I will have links for that information down below. Yeah, we're even using an Olight knife right here to open this up. But anyway, there is a sale this week, so if you're into that, jump on down in the description. There'll be a link down there where you can see what all goodies they have to offer. Some of these will be feature items from that, obviously. They usually send me some. Man, look at what a nice stack. Oh, and here's the one I asked for. Oh, yeah. We'll check that out here in just a second. All right, so what light would I ask for from Olight? They have some absolutely massive flashlights in their production, and this has been one I've wanted for a while. This is the Marauder Mini, and they sent it in the color I wanted it in too, orange. This is 600 meters of throw with 7,000 lumens. Insane for a little light like this. All right, let's get, oh, how nice. It's got the magnetic closure on the box. So you get that really nice premium experience opening it. I love the way they box everything, really. So we'll pull this little tab here and lift all the accessories out with it. And the main flashlight right here. And of course, in the bottom, they have their nice thank you and everything. Well, thank you, Olight, because, yeah, they sent me this. And here it will tell you everything you need to do to get set up. They put blockers in there on the batteries and everything so nothing has issues. Set that out of the way. Let's get this light out. We got to get a hand on this light ASAP. Look at that bad boy right there. That is a chunk of a little light. You can get an idea of how big that is. It is a heavy feeling light. And with 7,000 lumens, we need to get that lens cover off very first thing, because only bad things can happen from that. Look at the lens on that light right there. Isn't that awesome? All right, second thing, let's pull this back end off and get this battery released. It has a protector that covers both terminals on the battery. And it has a 32650. It is a 6,500 milliamp hour battery inside that right there. Just an absolute hoss of a battery. Nice double rubber O-rings right here that this screws down on. So that should help a lot with keeping dust and water out. It does have the magnetic Olight charging right there on the bottom. So I pretty well have those chargers in everything now. This does have, we'll just go ahead and play with this a little bit. Has indicators right here. One side lights up to indicate how much battery is left. The other side indicates how bright you have the light set to at the moment. And you just roll this wheel to turn your brightness up and down. This little switch right here switches you from spot to flood. And then you have a tether point right here if you want to put a lanyard or something like that on the light. There's a side there. Look at that. Marauder Mini right there. Isn't that awesome? All right, so let's turn this on. I know there's almost, let's see. What do we do to turn this on? These are always entertaining when you first get them and they're locked out. There we go. So there we are in flood. Man, look at how bright that is. Oh, it has a, you can hear it too, but you can feel the vibration. When you turn this, if you can hear that, this has an audible and a feeling vibration that you get when you hit the maximum output on it. So there you go. I can't even do that to the lens of the camera. That's just mean. Look at that though. That's the flood, and then we just flip it and it'll go to spot. And let's see if we can just get that spot. Look how tight the spotlight point on that is. And you can turn it up and down, just all the way down like that, all the way back up. I'm going to have to get out and play with this out in the open. That is amazing. I love the bezel on that too, with all the crenellations, I believe you call that, when you have the little bumps all the way around the bezel. That is a solid light. We're going to have to get that charged to get that one to work. Let's see what accessories it came with. Oh, of course, a nice little lanyard, little Olight lanyard to go there on it. Keep you from dropping it. of course, a little magnetic charger, USB. Oh, it came with a little case. How nice is that? Olight right there on it. Velcro here on the back that actually opens up to go over your belt. And a retention hook right here if you need it. The side here has a little snap compartment where you could, I don't really know what that's for. You could add something else to your little EDC there on the side. Just a neat little carrying deal. So I assume we can just drop that down in there. And there's your little carrying case for the Marauder Mini right there. How awesome is that? Now, I have no clue if the Marauder is part of this sale, but whether it is or not, you should probably check one out. Those are cool. 7,000 lumens. Absolutely massive amount of light. I'm going to get out and play with that later on. And now, we have 3 more little items here, one of which you've seen before several times in various iterations. This is their Arkfeld Pro, but this is the new Racing Stripes edition right here. This is kind of a, I don't know if it'll be a limited edition or not, but it's a slick looking light. It kind of reminds me of, you see those vintage Toyotas and stuff with these kind of stripes on the side of them and everything? I know there's a couple here in my town that I see occasionally. Let's see how cool this light looks. I like the gold buttons and everything. This is a little, it's almost over the top for my everyday carry. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful though? Nice gold switches and all. Okay, so this has UV, laser, and flashlight all inside this. So let's see what we do to unlock it. There we go. We have green laser right there below the play button deal on the wall. We'll flip it to UV, and you can see it just has the blue UV light right there. And then flashlight right there, and the flashlight will go up. It'll just step up through as you hold the button down, just on and off. And I would have to play with this some, because I haven't done that much, well, obviously none at all with it yet. But someone was saying you can operate the light and the laser at the same time on this unit, so that would be pretty cool. Gold pocket clip there on the back, gold buttons there, and when you turn this on, it does have the lights right here to show you how much battery life you have left too. So 5700 to 6700K, that is the Arkfeld Pro Racing Stripes edition. That's slick. Now the neat thing about Arkfelds, if you've never bought into that light line, they have so many in the lineup now. The Pros obviously are pretty well the best because they have all 3 options in one light. Instead of just light laser or light UV, it has light, laser, and UV all in one unit. But if you notice, they have the same magnetic charging, but look at how this flashlight is shaped. When you slide this down in your pocket, you don't have that rounded side of a light pressing against the side of your leg or anything. The same if you slide this into like molly straps, anything like that, you don't have a big round flashlight jutting out. This is very flat. They're getting super close to flat without actually getting to that feeling. It's really the perfect shaped flashlight I think that I've ever had. So anyway, one last little peek at that right there. These are really nice. If you don't like the Racing Stripes edition, they have these in everything. I have an orange one. I have a olive green one. I have one in this orange right here too. These are awesome lights. Pick one you like in your flavor, and you'll really like how these carry in your pocket. They're really slick. And it will come with, obviously, a charging cable right here, which I hate to even guess how many of these I have now. Another Olight charging cable right there, and a whole bunch of instructions and all that good stuff. But just a really nice light. These are part of the current sale going on. If you jump down there in the description, go to the Olight link. If you buy anything that's not on sale, the code MILLIS10, I believe it is, will get you a discount on those orders that are not on sale. Otherwise, jump on the sales. The sales are awesome. Okay, I also got the Optical MultiBit driver this time, which has a really neat look to it. I saw a picture of it prior to getting it. This is a neat little screwdriver set here. Look at the design on that. Isn't that neat? It almost has a Damascus look to it. Just a slick little deal. Has a lock right here on the end, so you can flip it down to unlocked, and then you just slide, and this whole deal opens up like that. And there are your driver bits in there. And I'll work out my eyes a little bit. We have a pH 2, pH 00, pH 0, slotted 3.5. We have hex. Well, we really got to work my eyes out. We have hex 1.5 and 2, and we have T6 and T8. So all your little tiny driver types are there, and they go right in the end, and they're held magnetically right there. Slide that shut, and you have a little driver just like that. So if you need a little EDC type of tightening up your eyeglasses, should we talk about the pew-pews? But this will fit a lot of the screws in your optics and stuff like that. There's also, well, before I lock this off and do that, if you get into something that's super tight, go right here in the back side. There is a holder right there that would give you the entire unit to use as torque. Now, the other cool part of this, if you're packing it in your pocket as a little EDC item or anything like that, is just how well this thing goes down to flat. Just like that Arkfeld Pro we just looked at. Look at the profile of that. It's just a nice slender deal. Even the back of it is inset to let that clip go inside. So just a nice little carry setup right there for a micro driver if you need one. So there's you one. I believe that's part of the sale, new release and everything too. That's the Optical MultiBit driver, the D2. All right, let's see. We have a multifunctional scissors one. This is the Optical P15. This has quite a bit of stuff in it. 30 CR13 steel with an aluminum handle. This is like a little tiny multi-tool. I have one similar to this. It might even be the same one that they sent me before. And I keep it in my one of my EDC pouches in the truck. Yeah, it looks very similar. This is the P15. We'll just see how it all opens up. Well, no, because I don't think the other one is scissors. So that's why it would say that right as the main thing. This has scissors right there as the main feature. And then when you close it, you have more items here on the outside. Little bottle opener, little slotted stuff. Let's see. There's always so many things in a multi-tool that we all have to figure out what we need for. There's a little knife right there on the side. And I think that's what there is on this side. I don't see anything else I would be pulling out. The other side, nice double-sided file right there. Actually, one side here is actually a pretty nice little aggressive file. The other side would be more like a finger one. Then you have Phillips and slotted drivers right there. Obviously, very, very fine Phillips steel, and I believe most people use these as a SIM tray release right here. They have one of those little points for releasing a SIM card. But the other thing they're good for, oh, and then there's a lanyard point right here if you want to use it too that pops out this end. But the other thing these are handy for is when you're on the job and you need to reset a thermostat or something. These are fantastic for that sort of thing. You come up with little ideas like that when you use these deals all the time, or at least have them handy. You go, oh, there was a little pointy thing on that one little thing I had in that one bag in the truck. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. That was an awesome little Olight haul today. If you guys want anything from this sale, links are down in the description. Really appreciate everybody that checks that out. Really appreciate Olight for continuing to sponsor the channel. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you on the next one.